Hi, I'm Dwayne Gilbert with WealthyLifeSecrets.com and the Wealthy Life Secrets program. I'd like to talk to you about 3 tips on changing your emotional addictions. First of all, you need to understand that each and every one of us has emotional addictions. These addictions affect our ability to manifest and create using the law of attraction. These emotional addictions actually color and create our daily experience of life. Now, these emotional addictions can be positive or negative. Sadly, most people have negative emotional addictions, and these addictions actually affect their lives in negative ways. Negative emotional addictions might be anger, sadness, sorrow, victimization, things like that. Positive emotional addictions allow us to attract and manifest those things that we want quicker. Things like happiness, love, joy, bliss, passion. These are emotions that allow us to attract and manifest those things that we want in our life on a much quicker rate. Now, the first tip for helping you change your emotional addictions is very simple. Change your thinking patterns. Now, I know that it's difficult to keep track of all of your thoughts throughout the day. We have literally millions of thoughts that ramble through our minds every single day, and most of us can't remember even a fraction of those thoughts. What we can do, however, is put a system in place to affect our thoughts in a way that allows us to begin to create new emotional addictions that are positive. Start by creating a list of things that you want, desire, enjoy, or things that make you feel good. Then take 2 or 3 of those things every single day and carry that thought with you as often as possible. Do everything within your power to keep your focus on those thoughts, on those things that make you feel good. If there's someone in your life that you love, keep an image of that person in your mind. Carry a picture around if you have to. If there's a hobby that you absolutely love doing, maybe you love playing soccer or baseball or football, or you like doing martial arts or archery, whatever you enjoy doing, hold an image of that in your mind and how it feels to be doing that. Whatever you can do, find those things to think about that allow you to feel positive emotions. This begins to change and shift you emotionally. The second thing to do is begin to pay attention to your emotional addictions. Now, this one's a little bit harder than the first one, but pays off in dividends. If you can begin to recognize what you're emotionally addicted to, you can begin to put things in place to change that. For example, let's say that you're emotionally addicted to anger, okay? You get angry very easily because you've actually developed the addiction to anger. So you create and manifest situations in your life that allow you to feel angry. You find reasons to be angry because your body needs the chemical fix of anger. What you can begin to do is take a look at people, places, situations, things that allow you to feel angry, things that cause you to be angry. Possibly there's a coworker at work, but there's just something about the way they look at you, or the way they talk, or the way they walk that makes you feel angry. There's a person that creates that emotional addiction of anger, that allows you to experience that addiction. Possibly getting bills in the mail causes you to feel sadness and sorrow because it reminds you of how much money you don't have. And you actually look at your bills and every time you feel that emotion. Take note of how you have emotional addictions. Where, who, what, when, where, why, and how. Answer those. And then you can begin to situate yourself in a way that allows you to experience new emotions. For example, let's go back to the example of anger. If there's a coworker that often causes you to experience the emotion of anger, you can begin to not be around that coworker. Or you can begin to instantly recognize when you're starting to feel angry because of that coworker and go back to step number 1, which is fill your mind with those positive emotions. Go back and think of someone you love when that anger emotion begins to fill your body. It's not quite as simple as it sounds, but it pays off in huge rewards. It takes some effort and it takes some time. The third thing is to develop positive emotional addictions. Once you have those things in your mind that allow you to experience and think about positive things, and once you recognize where you experience negative emotions, you can begin to replace those experiences with positive thoughts and begin to fill yourself with those positive emotions. Now, every time that you cut off the emotion of anger, you begin to break that emotional addiction, that chemical addiction that your body has for the chemicals of anger. Every time you break that, you make your body less and less and less desiring of those emotional addictions. Every time you break that and you replace it with a positive emotion, you actually develop new emotional addictions to better emotions that serve you and what you want to do and where you want to go. For example, let's go back to the example of anger again. Let's say that you replace that thought when you see that coworker of anger and you cut it off as soon as you recognize you're getting angry and throw a picture of someone you love in your mind and focus only upon that. Actually feel the emotions of love for that person. Maybe it's a child. Maybe it's a significant other. Maybe it's a parent. I don't know. It could be anyone. The whole point, though, is to feel that emotion of love. Cut off the anger. Replace it with that image of someone you love. Feel the emotions of loving that person, and you'll begin to develop a completely new addiction to positive emotions. The more you work with it, the more it'll happen. The more it happens, the easier it becomes. The easier it becomes, the quicker and faster you can use the law of attraction to attract to you those things that you want in your life. It really is a matter of practice and habit. This is Dwayne Gilbert with WealthyLifeSecrets.com and the Wealthy Life Secrets program. We really do want you to unleash your full potential in every area of your life. Visit WealthyLifeSecrets.com to find out how. See you next time.